Hello, hello, hello. This is Faye, and I sell Medicare plans. I am still in the process of getting everyone ready to hit the AEP this year. Remember, for those who are in the I Sell Medicare Plans group, August is the month of preparation. It is also the month of preparation for everyone else. This podcast is designed for anyone who is an insurance professional who wants to stay up to date and listen to tips and hear from others about how we do Medicare sales. I am so happy to bring this episode to you just so that we can wrap up August preparing. We have already gone through our AHIP. Everybody knows what that is. Everybody's completed that. And by this point, you should have completed the certifications for the carriers that you're going to work with for AEP 2021. If you haven't done that, then make sure that you get that done by August 30th. Remember, August is the month of preparation. Also during this month, what we've had is a face-to-face compliant presentation that was done by Christian Brendel. We're so happy that you were able to listen to that episode, and if you haven't, then just go to the website www.isellmedicareplans/episode and listen to Christian's interview with me. Today, we're continuing to be prepared. And what I am going to talk about today is to tell you the things that you need to know. There are some things that you need to know. You are aware that your presentation starts well before you get in front of the person. So this is all a part of the process of preparing to get in front of the person. One of the things that you need to know is what you are selling. Don't misunderstand me. What I'm saying is you need to know the product that you're selling. Now, most of this episode will be about Medicare Advantage sales. So we're talking MAPD sales. So when you're selling a Medicare Advantage plan, and as brokers and as independents, you are representing more than one company. But you need to be able to understand and know the product that you're selling. The carriers will have videos, they'll have trainings on how to present their product. And it's usually on their website. If you cannot attend, you can usually download some training on how to present their products to the consumer. This is something that you need to know because every carrier may have some different things that they require. But generally, there's certain things that must be done. You must talk about what the plan is that you're going to present. So that means you need to know what that plan is. You need to always give the stars rating of the plan that you're offering. And you need to know that plan, that particular plan, the benefits and the value. Benefits are different from value. So once you know the second piece of what you need to know, which is knowing your customer, you will know how to approach this customer with the specific benefits and values of the plan that you're offering. And if you're offering more than one plan, you already know that you can go to Medicare.gov and you can do a side-by-side of the plans that you're offering. You can do a side-by-side of the plans that the customer may have versus the plan that you're offering. This is a legitimate way for you to get it if you're an independent agent and you're not working through an FMO that has all this information available to you. Some of you have all of this information available in one place, and that's great. That's a great opportunity. If you're working with someone who can provide you that information, that is so wonderful. But if not, Medicare.gov can still give you that comparison that you need to know the product. You should go there even with products within one carrier. What's the difference in the benefits between the HMO and the PPO? What's the difference between one carrier's HMO and another carrier's HMO? It may be only one thing. It might be a give back of the Part B premium that sets them apart, and everything else is the same. It could be in the prescription drug area. Know your product. Now, knowing your customer is equally important, or even more important, because once you know the products, you need to know how to match the product to the customer. I have on the website a free booklet that's the 5 things that you should know, and that is to introduce you to your customer. It's actually the needs analysis. You're going to do questions. You're going to ask the customer, what is it that you have now? That's your N. What is it that you enjoy about what you have now? That's your E. What is it that you could change or alter if you could make your own benefits package? What would you change or alter? That's the A. And then, are you the person who makes the decision about your health insurance, or does someone else help you with that decision? And then the S, of course, NEADS, the S, of course, is the summary of all of the answers. Repeat them back to the customer in the words that they have used so that they know what they have said and you are telling them what they have said. Mr. or Mrs. Jones, if I heard you correctly, you said that you have XYZ company and it's a Medicare Advantage plan and you're not paying a premium right now and your maximum out of pocket is this and your doctor is this and so forth and so on. So that's the information that you're gathering while you're learning who your customer is. This also helps you to learn what the customer's needs are. That's really important because you're there to fit a need. You're not there to sell a plan. You're there to fill a need. And once you fill that need, of course, you're going to sell a plan. Now, the third thing that you need to know for your presentation is you need to know your competition. This does not mean that you need to know every detail about every company that's out there. And remember, you don't need to know everything before you go to do a presentation with a customer. But you do need to at least have some knowledge about the most prominent carriers that are in your area, that are in that customer zip code, what their plans might look like. And you can ask questions about that. Or again, you can go to their site or you can go to Medicare.gov to find out. Now, I should caveat that Medicare.gov doesn't always put the plans up on their website. The 2021 plans may not be up on October 1st, but they should be available as of October 15th. Okay, so if you don't see them October 1st, please don't call me and tell me it's not there and I told a lie, because I'm not. Medicare just doesn't always put it up by October 1st. Now, your presentation, once you know the product, you know the customer, and you know something about the competition, you're going to be able to do a presentation. And the first thing I would tell you is be comfortable, be yourself. Don't pretend that you know what you don't know. Don't pretend that you have all the answers. Meet your customer with truthfulness and honesty. learn what it is that they need and then fill that need. So something you may want to ask your customers this year because of what we're going through, and I'm sure they will understand, and it's how you go about asking it. If you are doing face-to-face presentations, personally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask what would be a convenient place for us to meet. I'm not necessarily going into anyone's home. We can meet outside, and I will have 2 folding chairs in my car so that if we need to sit outside under the tree and talk, we can do so. I will also ask my customer, are they willing to wear a mask? If they're not, we may need to change what we're going to do. I will, of course, wear a mask, and I will have masks with me in case someone that I meet does not have a mask, so that I can give them a mask to use. This is not only for my health, but for their health as well. So as long as we're in the pandemic situation, and I'm going to assume, since we're in August, that, by October 1st, we may still be in something similar. So if we are, caution takes precedent. Be careful. Caution yourself if you're doing face-to-face meetings. Guard your health and guard your customers' health. After that, once you've established where you're going to meet and how you're going to conduct the presentation, when you meet your customer, you want to establish rapport. You want to be friendly, kind, greet with respect the individual that you are meeting. And you, of course, want to solve their problem. So that you got to listen, know your customer, know what their problem is, help them, guide them to what their problem might be in the event that they are not sure what that problem is. Describe to them how you can solve the problem and present to them the benefits and the value. Now, this does not mean that you take the summary of benefits and you read it to them line by line. Most of the seniors who you're going to be meeting during the AEP are not wanting you to spend 2 hours with them reading line by line, but you must go through the summary of benefits and you must be able to tell them what the benefits are. Now, if you know those benefits, it's not necessary for you to read them line by line. You can group all of your zero premium benefits together. You can talk about your hospital copays separately. You can talk about your skilled nursing copays. Don't forget to tell people what the maximum out-of-pocket is. It's important to present that in the plan, and not because they need to know it up front, but also because this gives you another selling opportunity. So you're going to make sure that you give them the benefits and the value, and you're going to close the sale by suggesting to them that let's go through and let's make sure, circle the name of the plan on the summary of benefits that you're leaving with them so they know the name of their plan. They know who their doctor is. If it's a new doctor, make sure that it's written down and the name and the telephone number is given to them. If it's their current doctor, they already have that information. But be sure that they know who their doctor is. And this is where you say to your customer, I will follow up with you before January 1, which is the effective date for AEP benefits. I will follow up with you before January 1 to be sure that you have gotten your identification cards and everything that you should have from the insurance company. And I just want to be sure that you've gotten them, you know how to use them, you're ready to set the appointment with your doctor or change the insurance information at your doctor's office. Remember, AEP stops on December 7th. So you have from December 8th to December 31st to spend that time following up, being sure that your customer has gotten what they're supposed to have. Do that. Follow up with them. Be sure that they have everything that they need. And then at that point, set an appointment in January to sell them another product. And that's another whole episode of I Sell Medicare Plans. I'm not going into that today. So now to recap the presentation that you're doing, you need to know, number one, you need to know your product. You need to know what it is that you're selling. Number two, you need to know your customer. Understand your customer's needs, solve that problem. And number three, you need to know something, a little bit of something about the competition in your area. Then you're going to do a presentation to your customer. You're going to set it up in a safe place, or you're going to do a virtual presentation. You're going to develop rapport and get to know the customer, make the customer comfortable. You're comfortable. You're going to find out what the need is, match the need to the product, and then you're going to close the sale. After you close the sale, you're going to seal it with that follow-up call that you're going to tell them that you're going to do. And if you're one of those agents that's writing 200, 400 and you can't call them all, you can pay somebody to call them and seal the deal. Seal the deal. It's important that you seal it with your customer because you want this to be a customer for a long, long time. That is how your presentation should go. And I hope that now you're prepared for your presentation. Go out there and sell, sell, sell. Make this a great AEP. Thank you.